We wrap this session up. One final thing to be a little bit concerned about is some of the pitfalls in online learning and some suggestions to overcome them. For example, being an online facilitator, online teacher, you come across maybe as being the expert all the time, and maybe, like I said on the last slide with the synchronous tools that you can use in your online meetings when you're asking open-ended questions from a philosophical standpoint, allowing people to have different opinions and to share them and to be able to defend their positions and why they feel a certain way about something that maybe it's not necessarily a right or wrong answer, but allowing students, giving them opportunity to get to the higher levels of Bloom's taxonomy, analysis and synthesis and evaluation of their thoughts. Allow others to share their expertise, or maybe others that have more experience than you in a certain area, maybe a content area that you're covering. Also, use other sources, written or internal experts that you may know of, maybe a colleague, or we're at a conference and you saw a paper that was presented and it was meaningful, or you've read some things in a lit review as you're working on a research manuscript or something for publication, and share that with your learners. Make their work part of the program. Try to integrate what they're doing back at their jobs. And for example, how could you integrate an assignment that could be meaningful for them for their place of employment? It would give them a real meaningful application. And then, of course, I obviously recognize contributions of different learners to the program and recognize their involvement and your appreciation for their input, and ask participants to share some of their experiences as well in a certain area that could be helpful. Another thing you really need to be careful of is controlling the airtime, because a lot of times we could get, just as in a face-to-face environment, you can get one person that comes in and really can be domineering. You don't want to shut that person down totally, because you need them to help get things going and started, but you want to include as many people as well. So, you thank them for their opinion and sharing some of their thoughts, but how about somebody else? Can somebody else share some thoughts? Use some of those types of techniques to be able to help all the learners become involved and not just a few. So I hope this has been helpful for you as we finish up this session.